little sauce. When I get home tonight, I'm really gonna tear it up, you heard? But for right now, I just feel like I got some downtime. And I wanted to jump on and just give y'all a quick preview of what's going to be shaking on tonight. I had to reach out to my people. Shout out to Team Rougarou, Team Regis Progress. The whole Devin Haney situation going on with him right now. And I'm gonna address a lot of these crash dummy channels, man. I'm gonna address a lot of these YouTube content creators that, pretty much they sell their ass for a super chat. They sell their ass for, a Cash App donation. And right now what they're selling their ass for is, they're pushing false narratives. But tonight I'm waiting till I get to the crib. Because at least when I'm at the crib, I can pull up receipts, right? Because I'm gonna pull up some receipts on pretty much DHP promotions, right? And show y'all how this is pretty much like a pattern, right? This is a pattern. And one thing about my platform, I use YouTube, I use YouTubers to show that I set trends, right? And I say that respectfully because a lot of you guys, and shout out to WCS, I want to shout my man out. WCS is probably the only one, I think, man. A lot of other guys, they run with the sauce, some of your favorite channels, right? But those are the ones that I like, that run with my shit, right? And don't cite me, act like they don't know me, things of that nature. Because one thing about me, what I do, this is my catalog. So when I do take these meetings and I do, see, unlike a lot of your favorite YouTubers, I am so business oriented, man. I'm not, and one thing about me with YouTube, I try to help people out with YouTube. I be like, damn, a lot of you trying to go too hard for YouTube, right? Unless you're a retiree or something, like the effort that you put in to try to build a YouTube platform, build something in real life. Because when you have it in real life, regardless of how they say they fucking with your numbers or not on YouTube, you have actual receipts. You have actual receipts, right? But that's a whole nother. I think I'm gonna start doing like a seminar or something on that, man. Real talk. But tonight I'm gonna show you how DHP, aka I like to call them janky promotions. This is what they do, man. And then they use these crash dummy YouTubers who will be happy for a fan package. You guys go to Devin Haney fights and you sit in the nosebleed sections. You sit in the nosebleed sections, man. Real talk. Or you go to Devin Haney's fight, you get the all access fan package where you're allowed to take a selfie, different little shit like that. We're gonna break all that down tonight, man. We're gonna break all that down tonight, man. We're gonna have a little bit of fun. You see where we at on deck. Big bucks, no whammies. That's why I don't be on here asking for no refresh my super chat. All I do ask is just smash my like button. Because to be honest with you, like, that's what disgusts me about a lot of YouTubers, right? Boxing YouTubers at that, right? They don't even have the audacity to do shit that's free, right? Like, if you're in here watching something or you watch somebody's shit, hitting the like button is free. But you know why a lot of y'all can't do that? Because you guys are thieves. You guys are thieves. And not only are you not thieves, you have no originality, you have no creativity. But one thing about stealing, right, from creators, only thing you do is you boost their stats and then you steal from yourself, because thou shalt not steal. When you steal and you don't give the proper homage, all you're doing is blocking your blessings. But tonight we're gonna kill these crash dummies, man. because I personally talk with Regis's team. Shout out to my guy, Coach. You know, because I'm like, man, what is this, man? Like I wanted to do this last night, man, but like I said, I was doing family activities, man. You know, I'm not a full-time YouTuber, man. That's why I don't understand. Like some of these guys claim to be getting big dollars, right? But they gotta go live 24/7 and generate that money. Like when do you actually really enjoy your life? You know, when do you have the time to enjoy your life, to go on a vacation and not go live? But I'm gonna address all of that tonight, because it's time to kill these crash dummies, man. Because that's what they is. They crash dummies. And I'm only going after the big ones, man. Like a lot of you little ones that don't matter. You know, you guys, I'm gonna tell you something. The bigger channels, right? I'm gonna slaughter y'all tonight. The smaller ones, right? The smaller channels, I'm not even gonna address y'all. I'm gonna, like my man WCS, man. I'm big game hunting, right? If you're a smaller crash dummy, you're just in your own way. But you bigger ones, right? I'm on my Bud Crawford now, man. We're big game hunting. So if you're a so-called big giant or big channel, just know you're on the chopping block tonight, man. You are definitely on the chopping block. Shout out to WCS Fire Live. You know, I was moving around, so I know some of my chat might have been a little off in the sequence of what was going on. Because one thing about me, when WCS is cooking, if I know I'm in a bad area, I stop it. And I like to come back where I left off at. And yo, WCS, man, I gotta give you your flowers. Yo, you had me laughing. I was going to get a cold beverage from 7-Eleven, and the part of when you said Derrick James was doing the high knees, right? Man, I fell out, because great minds think alike, right? I can recall watching the friend. I'm like, yo, this dude, and he just, yo, I try not to use that word, right? I don't want to use that word in referencing him, but man, the dude is just, and it's him, man. It's just him. Like, yo, bro, you're doing high knee raises. Next time, why don't you just do some stretching? But for what? To go sit your ass down in the chair in the corner? But you would have thought this dude was about to go, you know, go round for round with Crawford. Meanwhile, the thing that you should have been stretching is your mind and your eyes. But you didn't stretch neither one of those, because we seen how the fight played out, man. But Devin Haney, Crash Dummy channels, the bigger ones, I'm on your head. I'm on your head tonight. I'm on your head. Oh, here, let me show you me. I just realized I didn't even have the camera on myself until I just looked at my man Russ pull up. But yeah, I'm gonna be on your helmets tonight, man, because like you guys, and I say this respectfully. The ones I'm gonna kill tonight, you guys are cancers, man. You already destroyed my man Deontay Wilder. Real talk. Anything that you guys get behind, right? And you guys quote unquote push narratives for, you guys are a cancer, man. You guys are a cancer. Yo, Deontay Wilder got in bed with a lot of you guys. The man talked about fighting 3 times in 2023. He has yet to touch the ring once in 2023, and we're in the 8th month. We're in the 8th month, man. And yo, listen, I'm gonna do a whole nother live on that, man. I think a lot of his affiliation with a lot of you cancer guys is affecting him now, man. But what I will speak on real quick right now, since I'm talking about Devin Haney, right? I didn't report on this, right? Because respectfully, like, certain publicity stunts and shit, I feel like they're not even worth it, right? They're not worth it. Like, Devin Haney did a publicity stunt, right? Devin Haney wants to be Tank Davis so bad. He wants to be one of the bad boys of boxing. So when that whole thing, I did the story on that because I knew it would get numbers. But as far as like following up on it when he got exonerated, he should have never been arrested. Why was he even arrested if you have bodyguards and security? And why are they charging you with the gun if, you know, you got security? But you see, he was so exonerated. publicity stunt, which did absolutely nothing for his notoriety. Did it really do anything for his notoriety? You know, that he got exonerated and all that he got arrested for a gun charge. It did nothing, right? It really did nothing, right? Like, granted, you're undisputed, right? You would think you would get more notoriety for being undisputed. Like, shout out to Bud Crawford, CBS today, you know, doing interviews. Meanwhile, it's a little digression, but meanwhile, you others are talking about Instagram posts. Instagram posts from the other guy. You know, the other guy that's trying to get his mind right? You know, but meanwhile, Bud Crawford validation. Shout out to Team Crawford. Shout out to your publicist, Julie, and the others. You know, it's great to see you out there, man. Great to see you out there. I'm in agreement with WCS. I just wish that you know, there was a little bit more boxing oriented, but at the end of the day, I'm happy that you're out there and that they, you know, they're showing a whole nother side of you. You know, by asking those type of questions about your relationship with your mother and your childhood and you as a father. I think that's great, because I'm gonna say this, right? Even though me being a little selfish, I did want a little bit more on the boxing tip, but I could take that, right? And the reason why I could take that is because not only does that kill the narrative, right? It just like stabs them right here, because remember they talked about you being antisocial, you don't do this, you don't do that. Now we're seeing you doing Barbara Walters, but what is her name? Gail King, aka the Black Barbara Walters type of interviews, man. So that's great, man. That is great, man. And like I said, salute to Team Crawford. Yo, Bernie the Boxer, you owe me one. You know what it is, my guy. You owe me one. You know, I didn't go live that night, but I used that live last night. You know, you stood me up, Bernie. That's not like you, but I know what's going on. It's all right. I know what's going on. See, a lot of you internet YouTubers, right? This is your only lane. And when you start seeing guys who you think don't do views or don't know people start to, you know, pick it up on you, you get a little nervous. You get a little nervous, but like I said, this is y'all world, man. Look, this is my world right there. You see they got my boy and my loader. That's Kenny. That's the loader I'll be in right there, 380. You know, I'm in the sweeper today. And shout out to the hater, right? Do you see how God does, right? I put out a video and I just put it out for just, you know, it was on my conscience. It was just in me, right? And the second I dropped the video, I had, you know, a fake page, probably an Earl Spence fan page, right? Gonna say, you know, they love to talk about your appearance. And it was crazy that they said that about me, because I just did a set of 50. You know, real light, man. You know what I'm saying? Real light. But they want to talk about, oh, something. And you know what I did? I tagged them in my video. That's how I responded back. And then I really threw the hammer on them when I said I don't drive semis no more. I operate heavy equipment. I do have the license, but you see, I operate heavy equipment. I operate heavy equipment. I'm not a semi truck operator. I'm a heavy equipment operator. But thank you for your comment, though. Definitely well noted, if you know what I mean. But shout out to, I think this is Pop. Pop has a lot of different pages. Hey, yo, Pop, word of advice for you, man. Get off of all those panels, man. You've been on YouTube now for over a year. You know, sitting on panels and talking boxing with other guys. That's cool if that's what you're after. But all of that networking, that's not the vibes, bro. That's why I don't waste my time with it. I jump on different panels and chats of guys that I respect that's doing something. But as far as just randomly talking boxing with fans that don't support it, nah, that's not the look, man. Because if the amount of panels and networking that I have seen you do on YouTube, right? Whether it was the Southern Tea guy or Black and Brown and all these channels you've been on, I don't see that same energy being returned back to you. I don't see it. Like, you know, and that's another thing people need to pay attention to with YouTube, right? Guys that have big platforms that tell people to subscribe to you and all that. Why don't your numbers go up if they really have these type of followers? Things that make you go, yes, things that make you go, But yes, tonight it's on the crash dummies, man. Because I seen this one particular crash dummy, right? But I'm gonna use his audio tonight when I get home. That's why I don't want to say his name right now. But I watched this particular crash dummy, right? Go back and forth in his chat. Cause somebody was I guess they was a Shakur Stevenson fan. And they were speaking on Shakur Stevenson and the Devin Haney crash dummy, who's supposed to be a boxing, you know, he's supposed to be quote unquote a boxing fan, but when whoever was in the chat was getting at him about Devin and Shakur, he turned into what he was, Justice League, aka a crash dummy for Devin Haney. He started defending Devin and Bill's actions, and then not only did he defend it, he acted like he knows what they got going on. And I say that to say this: if you really knew what they had going on, you would be a official team member. But when I did see you around them, it was more fandom. You know, it wasn't a team membership. It wasn't like you knew the plan, the strategic game plan for the fight. I even think when the fight took place, you was in the rafters. What they like to say, me and my guy was. But you was in the rafters. You wasn't in the locker room. You wasn't with the walkout. You wasn't with the walk in. No, you was in the rafters. But yet you come on YouTube, on your platform. I know why you do it, because you got Bill's YouTube number. So when Bill comes on your platform, it kind of makes you feel like, yo, shout out to Bill, man. Bill, you really know how to pimp these hoes out here, man. You was an Oakland pimp, right? You still pimping these hoes, man. But you just don't pimp them on the track no more. You pimp them on the internet, on the YouTube. We're going to get to all of that tonight. Yes, yes. Beetlejuice Boxing IQs, man. Look at my boy Kev. They gave him a little out of class pay today. You know, he was over here with the first class elite. You see how we all got our sides, right? You know what I mean? Those are the field troops over there. You know, see the field troops. You know, they drive the regular stuff. You know, I drive those too, but I'm over here in my jet, man, my fighter jet, man. You know what I mean? I'm in my fighter jet, man. First class elite, man. You heard? First class elite. Appreciate y'all. Smash my like button. Doesn't cost you $1. But shout out to Regis, man. I definitely had to reach out to them because I wanted to get to the bottom line of this, man. I'm like, why did they announce the fight and now they playing games? They playing games, but when I get to the crib, I'm gonna go in, man, because then I could pull up some receipts, man. I could pull up some receipts. And while I got a little bit of time, let me speak on this. Shout out to WCS. I want to give you your flowers. WCS is looking like Nostradamus. WCS called it. He said that Earl Smith was going to have problems if he left Texas. And I wanted to highlight this morning, but I had to get on the road when I was talking about the strength and conditioning and all that. And the disrespecting of Earl Smith's skill set, because that is the new narrative, that if he would have trained with Blu-ray, he would have won the fight. I think he needed more than just Blu-ray. He needed, I went to see the Ninja Turtles last night. He needed the green ooze. He needed the green ooze, man. because he didn't have that, man. He didn't have the green ooze. And without the green ooze, and shout out to my man NYT, I seen your comment, and WCS is listening. He wasn't able to walk through punches. He wasn't, because he didn't have that green ooze, man. You know, that green ooze is different, man. You know? Yeah, I don't think he was weight drained. You know, was he weight drained? Or he just didn't have the green ooze, man. You know? Because the whole lead up to the fight, right? Wasn't he the bigger guy? Crawford was little. You know? How many of you guys lost money on him, man? I know a lot. I know a lot of you Dallas D-boys. You AKA trap stars. Man, y'all lost some money on him, right? Is he gonna pay y'all back? Since a lot, I see some of you goofballs on here talking about his bag and how he's in Spain. Is he Western Union y'all, Cash Apping y'all, Apple paying y'all any of y'all funds back? Cause some of y'all bet that. I wonder if he gave, I think Yellow Beezy lost like 10 racks or 25 racks to Shakur Stevenson. I wonder if he gave Yellow Beezy his bread back. You know, did he pay some of y'all back that betted on him? Because remember, he was going to break Terrence like a horse. The only horse that guy broke that night was Earl Spence. Only pack that's being smoked on right now is the Spence pack. Shout out to them Omaha boys, man. I need some of those, even though I got the sauce strain, I wouldn't mind getting some of those bags and throw some of my strain in that, man. You know, those are real, they really made weed bags with his face on it, man. You see how that you see how that played out? Hold on, let me let y'all see my face, because I don't want y'all to think I'm hiding when I say this, right? Do y'all see how that played out, right? Earl Spence made the Bud Pack, the Smoking on Bud tour, right? The Smoking on Bud tour, man. So you gotta pay attention. God will always show himself to you and reveal shit to you, right? Earl Spence made those shirts, put them out. People were going crazy over them, right? Now the fight done played out. People took that picture where his face is being crashed in, and they put the image, his own likeness. They have a official, I don't know, it's probably just regular bud or whatever type of bud it is, but they have that image on the actual weed bag, and they're selling it. And from what I'm hearing, they're making a lot of money in Omaha off of it. The Spence strand, the Spence pack. Go figure though. But he wanted to roll up bud and ended up getting rolled out. And like that brother said that I posted a video. Great fight, Earl. Great fight. Damn. That nigga is fucked up. And now you are getting people fucked up. Pause, man. But listen, man, I am going to wrap this up, man. Shout out to WCS and Pop. Appreciate y'all stopping through, man. They smash my like button, man. Doesn't cost you $1. Give me a little bit of time when I set up at the crib. I'm definitely gonna go in on these crash dummies. I got it's only right, man. Because like I said, I'm only going in on the big ones, man. You little guppies, you little tadpoles. I'll let you guys get your weight up, man. I'm a big game hunter, man. Like my man said on the wire, man. We don't go after the puppies, man. We go after the trophies, man. We want the trophies, man. I'm a trophy hunter, man. I don't like you little channels. You know what I'm saying? I'm going after you big boys, you so-called big boys. Because to be honest with you, I'm a big giant. I'm a big giant, man. Humble giant, man. I have the receipts, man. Later for the YouTube receipts, man. But I have those too, because I can show you any one of your favorite YouTubers using my content. Real talk. I think one day when I have the time, one weekend, I'm going to do that. I'm going to sit down and show how some of your favorites. Because I tell this to my man from Texas all the time, right? He sends me shit that dudes say and do. I be like, bro, why you disrespecting me? I already did that. I already did that from the rafters. Why are you sending me that? But one day I'm gonna do that. When I'm at the crib, right? And I got time, you know, especially when my kids are gone. When my kids are gone and it's just me and my animals. Cause you know, you see how it gets sometimes in my crib. If you was rocking with my live last night, you know, they're upstairs, downstairs fighting. It's a lot going on in the Jones household. But when they're not there, and I have the luxury of my home to myself, just me and Daffy and Sheba, I'll do it. Because I can show you the showbiz guy, I can show you the blue blood sports guy. Oh man, before he fell off, I can show you the barbershop conversation guy, I can show you the champ side guy, I can show you all of these guys that claim they don't know me, but they used a lot of my shit. But hey, what do I know? Like I said, I'm only going after the big guys. Because a lot of you little guys that are in your own way, been running with my shit. But you little guys, like I said, you're in your own way. Because you got to find your own groove, man. Like, that's really all it takes. Like how I said, Teen Spencer, it don't make sense. And the little baby is still repeating that to this day. Just find your own groove, man. Do some soul searching. Just like, you see how when I ran with my man Sauce, right, rest in peace to him, I always scream him and keep his legacy alive. Nassim Richardson, swimming don't get wet. That's Nassim Richardson. But see, when I say somebody's stuff, I shout them out. It's like how you heard me earlier speaking on my man WCS, speaking on WCS all the time. And when I'm gonna tell you something, when you do these things, right? When you shout people out that you take stuff from or you use their stuff, you know what you do? Not only do you bless them, you bless yourself. Because you're not gonna block your blessings. You know, you're not gonna block your blessings. But when you steal from people and you don't give them the credit, not only do you block your blessings, you enhance their blessings. Because last time I checked, and I say this respectfully, I like Showtime and Steven Espinosa and Paramount and all them, but I think ESPN is a lot bigger. ESPN is the worldwide leader in sports, right? If I'm not mistaken. Not only have I been on the worldwide leader of sports in Tulsa, Oklahoma, in Toledo, Ohio, but my work has been all over ESPN. ESPN, man. I mean, not bad, man. Not bad at all, man. You see, these are the type of views that I do, man. But with that being said, tune in when I get to the crib. I'm chopping some of these crash dummies down, man. You know, these crash dummy channels out here pushing false narratives for Devin Haney, publicity stunting ass, aka Janky Promotions. Shit gotta stop, man. Are you gonna fight Regis or not? Like, you know, I think you're not really confident, man, because you really haven't tested the waters at 140. Is your chin sturdy enough? We're gonna get into all of that tonight. I do think you got the boxing ability to you know, outbox Regis, but you know, Regis is the dog, man. Regis might land something on you, and we seen what happens when guys get punches landed on them that we think are more than what they are. They do the stinky leg, like Earl. But yo, Dallas is the big dancing market, right? They do the dances, the Dougie. But you know, EJ wasn't doing the Dougie. He was doing the booty. They do the booty do. They do the booty do. But yo, listen, I'm holla at y'all, man. Tap in with me when I get to the crib. You know the vibes. Let's shout out to Big Blunts and Boxing. Stop I say. Zoe Power. You know the vibes.